Namaste, beautiful souls. This quick Kundalini-inspired class is all about shaking it off. So getting into all the cobwebs of the winter and really just shaking out the body, releasing all the fascia, releasing the stress, releasing the stagnant energy so that we can come forward into the spring with new energy, new light, and begin to grow. So when you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. So we'll begin today in a little bit of a different sort of starting posture. Come into a wider legged stance facing the side of the mat maybe if you'd like. And we'll just kind of start with somatic shaking. So bouncing on the toes, letting the heels hit the mat. Close the eyes and allow the arms to sort of just wiggle waggle as the body moves. Keep the bend in the knee and just sort of allow the shoulders into it, allow the body to move. And it's funny, and as people see you, they're gonna think it looks weird, but that's okay, because this is a powerful, powerful practice. So maybe bounce a little bit more, let the jaw release, the chin, the cheeks wave in the wind. Shoulders relax, arms get wild. Just let it go, let it out, let it move. Get the energy moving in the body in ways that we don't normally move it. So this is good. And you might notice yourself move in all different directions on the mat. That's fine. A little deeper, a little crazier. You need to get the hips into it. Arms, shoulders. And come to stillness for a moment. Feel the prana, the energy, moving through the body in a different way. And take the legs in a wide squat stance now. Take the hands, bend into squat, let the fingertips graze the ground and come up, reach up, maybe come onto the toes as I just wanted to do. Bend the knees, come down, grab the ground, reach up like you're scooping water. Let the spine come into the movement. Booty back. Let the movement be fluid. Again, moving the body in ways we don't normally move it. There's not a lot of linear that's going to happen in this class. And just come back to center, stop, take the legs even wider now. Come scoop the ground by the right leg, reach up to the left sky. Right leg, left sky. Press the booty back, kind of like side lunges, fluid with the torso and the arms. And other side, left leg, right sky. Like you're scooping water or dirt. Move with the breath. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, share with the energy around you. And back to center. Come to Tadasana now. At the front of the mat and just feel. Just experience whatever is happening in your energetic body right now. In your physical body. Without judgment, simply observing, Simply observing where you are now, what it feels like to be in your body in this moment. Begin to figure 8 with the hips. Getting into those little tiny muscles that interweave. There's big muscles there too that interweave to hold the pelvic bowl in place. Switch directions now. And Tadasana, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Shake the head, release the back of the neck. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step it back to tabletop. Press firmly through the tops of the feet, spread the fingers wide. Inhale, arch the back. Open the heart towards the front of the room. Tailbone reaches towards the sky. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Tail wags towards the sky. Exhale, tail between the knees, around the back, chin to chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 2 more on your breath. Come back to center, and now allow the body to lead. So if you've done any of the fascial type classes that we've worked on before, it's intuitive movement, this biomorphic, animalistic movement. So maybe take the right hand forward, left knee a little bit forward, and begin to just sort of gyrate, really, into the body glove. So notice where you might feel like you need a little extra stretch. For me right now, it's in the lat here, and so kind of just coming back and hanging out in those places where you feel like you want that deeper stretch. There's no right or wrong, we're just moving in these ways that our bodies are asking for, because, you know, especially with everyone being stuck at home with COVID right now, or not necessarily with COVID, but because of COVID in the world right now, we're sitting, I think, even more than we used to be sitting. And so now we're creating even more of these habitual holding patterns, these stiff holding patterns. So it's even more important now to rehydrate that fascia and get into that body glove in ways that we don't normally, so that we can stay supple and not get into these holding patterns where our shoulders are rounded and our head is forward because of the computer. And I'm guilty of that. I'm always on the computer. I'm noticing my chin beginning to jet forward now. So I'll stop talking so you can really feel into your body. Few more moments here. Now come back to center, to tabletop, and take a second to just experience. Allow the spine to sag, allow gravity to take over. And now take the right foot between the hands, maybe scooch the left knee back a little bit farther. Come on up into low lunge. You can pad your knee here with a blanket if you'd like, or roll up the mat to give yourself some extra padding. Make sure that the right knee is above the right ankle or behind, and squeeze the thighs together a little bit. So you don't want to be dumping into the hip, and you don't want to be directly up on top of the left knee. You want to be above the left knee, and as far as being on that left leg. And you should feel a little bit of a stretch in the left hip flexor. Again, you can totally pad the left knee if you'd like. Reach the arms out right to left, palms facing forward. And here, keep that right knee in. So you might notice it start to come out, squeeze the thigh in towards the midline. Palms facing forward, thumbs facing up, and shrug the shoulders up to the ears. On the inhale, exhale, let them release. You can exhale through the mouth or the nose, whichever feels most refreshing to you. Literally taking the weight off of the shoulders here. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up, high, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold it there. And release, plant the palms, come back to tabletop, and allow the spine to sag. Take a second to just be present to what your body is experiencing energetically. And take the left leg forward now. Maybe switch the right leg back a little bit. And come on up into the lunge. This time, take your hands to your shoulders, thumbs on the back, fingers on the front, elbows wide. Inhale, look left. Exhale, right. It's going to be a test and balance. Press firmly through the right foot. Press firmly through the left foot. That'll really help. Keep a light engagement in the core. You can go slower or faster than me. Keep the elbows, the biceps, triceps parallel with the mat. Chin moves with the body. Come back to center, inhale. Press the belly out, hold, squeeze, lift the elbows. And release. Place the hands down, tabletop. And now come to easy pose, Sukhasana, cross-legged pose. I've just discovered a cut on my foot. I have no idea where it came from. Come into your easy pose. You can sit up on a bolster if you'd like, though it might make some of the postures difficult, so it's really up to you. We won't be here for very long. Hands to the knees, Inhale, swoop the torso over towards the right leg and forward. Exhale, round through the back, chin to chest, making a big circle with the torso. Sufi grinds. Really scraping out the sides of that pelvic bowl. So really get in there. This is definitely an interesting class, so make sure you come back to it on days when you like a mix and you want a mix of things. Somatic movement, Vinyasa, Kundalini. The other direction. Really is about shaking it off, right? Getting into all the crevices that have been dark for too long. And inhale, come back to center. Pause and experience sensations that have arisen. And staying in easy pose now, we'll take our hands back to the shoulders, elbows wide, and we'll do those torso twists one more time. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Let's make it a little more forceful this time. Triceps parallel to the floor. Almost there. Inhale. At center, press the belly out. Hold. And when you're ready, release the hands, release the breath. Palms come face up on the knees or the thighs. And keeping the eyes closed and the hands here, we'll do the same thing now, but just with the head. So inhale, look left. Exhale, right. Be gentle with your cervical spine. Don't throw your head all over the place, okay? Just carefully, gently look left and right. Couple more seconds. Inhale at center, hold. Take the gaze to third eye center, that space above and between the eyebrows. Press the belly out. And release. Experience the experience of the experience. Now to get back up standing, we'll come into what's known as Kundalini frog pose. Very different from Vinyasa frog pose. So come on to the toes, bring the heels to touch. So your heels are off the mat and your toes are on the mat. Fingertips on the mat, knees wide. This is the exhale position. Heart is forward, head is up. Smile. And the inhale position is straightening through the legs, hands, fingertips still on the mat, heels still up. Look at your knees. This is inhale. Exhale. Ooh, they fell over. That's okay. And if you are not really able to get down this far, option number one would be to take blocks and put them underneath your hands so you don't have to come down as far. And option two is to take a horse stance or a plie and do it only with your torso. So down is the inhale, which is very counterintuitive to me, and then come up on the exhale. Okay, so pick yours, and we'll do this for about a minute to help move the body, to move the energy, the prana back throughout the body. So inhale, booty up, head down. Exhale, head up, booty down. Fingertips remain on the mat if possible. Smile when you're upright, when your face is forward. You don't have to go too fast. Whatever feels best for you. Keep it up. Ten more seconds. Inhale, booty up, head down, hold. And place the heels down. Roll up to standing. Slowly, slowly come into a wide-legged Tadasana. Feet a little wider than the hips. And just take a moment to recalibrate. Beautiful. Keep the feet a little bit wider than the hips, toes out, heels in, sink down into yogic squat, malasana. Hands to prayer, gently press the knees away from you. Weight in the heels, sink the hips. Take the right hand to the outside of the right foot, reach the left arm up, open, smile, baby clasp behind the back. And come back to center, prayer, take a moment. Other side, take the left hand out now, right arm up. Baby clasp. Look over the right shoulder. And back to center, prayer. Lift the heart. Take the hands to the mat, step the left foot back, left knee down, lizard pose. Beginning to ground the energy A little more. And once again, getting into the hips, into this intricately woven group of muscles that hold our pelvic bowl. If you'd like, you can scoot your left leg a little farther, bring the elbows down onto the mat or onto blocks. If you're on the forearms, come back up. Scooch the left foot in a little bit. Come onto the left toes and roll onto the outer edges of the feet. Opening the hip out to the right, or the knee out to the right. Flex the foot so your knee and your foot are still in alignment, as though you were standing. Turn to the right, maybe look over the right shoulder. And release. Step it back to the front and switch sides. Right leg back. Lizard pose. Notice that there may be differences in each side. That's totally normal, totally fine. If you'd like, you can scooch the right leg back a little bit more and come down onto the forearms for a deeper stretch. If you're on the forearms, come back up, scooch the back leg in a little bit, come onto the back toes, and come onto the outer edges of the feet. Opening that left knee out to the left side, flex the left foot, keep the foot in alignment with the knee. Open to the left. And release. Bring the knees onto the mat. And come to sit on your butt. Now, we're going to do 2 rounds of stretch pose with breath of fire. So stretch pose is a little bit like low boat. So you'll come all the way down onto your back. Press the back into the mat. And you have your feet about 6 inches from the floor. So it's tough, I promise. You can, of course, take your legs a little bit higher if you need to. But you definitely want to be feeling that pressure in the belly. Okay? So press the belly onto the mat. And you'll reach the hands towards the legs, towards the feet. Okay? And your head is also about 6 inches off of the mat. So your head and shoulders are lifted. Your legs are lifted, your hands are reaching towards your feet. And just to remind you, breath of fire is when we have the navel pumping. And it can be slower or faster. Or whatever one works best for you. But it's really is a powerful, powerful move. So, are you ready? I know, I'm not either. Okay, let's do it. Lift the torso. This mic pack is causing me problems these days. Okay, lift the torso, point the toes, press the back into the mat, and begin. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Squeeze. And release. Woo! And we'll do it one more time. One more time. Okay, ready? Begin. Halfway. Take a break if you need to, and then just come straight back into it. Hold, squeeze, lift, and release. Oh man, some days are harder than other days. Today it was a hard day. So bring your knees into the chest, and hold for a minute. Well, not actually a minute, we're not counting. Just a second, just some time. And now take the hands behind the thighs and we'll rock and roll a little bit on the spine just to feel the mat and the ground beneath us. And roll back onto the back, happy baby. Maybe straighten the legs if that feels good to you. Lengthen the tailbone towards the back of the mat. You'll notice that changes the stretch. And take the right knee on top of the left. Grab the feet with the ankles and gently draw the knees in towards the chest. Switch sides. Really focusing on those hips, where we hold a lot of that tension and trauma from our lives. And then release. Windshield wiper the legs, left and right. And so when you're ready, take whatever final movements would feel the most nourishing to you. And then find your way into Shavasana. Complete relaxation. We've shaken out all the cobwebs. We've moved the energy, the prana throughout the body. And now it's time for us to allow all of the work we've done to sink in to our nervous system, to our fascia, to our muscles and our bones, and our brain. So allow the toes to release, the arches of the feet to relax. And as you lengthen the breath, ask the calves and the knees to release, and the thighs to relax. Send your mind's eye and your breath deep into the pelvic bowl. And ask that intricate layer of muscles, fascia and nervous system to let go. Moving up to the cavity of your abdomen. Allow the breath to move through there, to circle and clean out all the dark places. And allow your abdomen to release and relax. Moving to the fingertips and the wrists and the forearms as they melt more firmly into the mat. And your elbows, your biceps, your shoulders. Notice if you hold any secret tension there. Now move your attention into your heart space and allow that breath and that prana to sit there a moment, to permeate the space. Allow the sternum, and the ribs, and the heart to relax and let go. Allow the sides of the neck to move closer to the mat. Allow the cheeks, the jowls, the jaw to loosen. The tongue to widen along the bottom of the mouth. And the space between the eyebrows to release and widen. And stay here in this place of complete relaxation for as long as you are able. From my heart to yours, Satnam, beautiful source.